What's good, YouTube? It's Justice Hayes to be paying. And today I'm back with another video. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about Playboi Carti and really his just absolutely mind-boggling career decisions at this point. But before I get into that, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all those things. It helps me out a ton. It's super late, I'm tired, and I have work in the morning, but I just have to make this video on Playboi Carti because he's like the most curious case in rap right now. Like, I truly don't understand what I'm watching and what I'm looking at when it comes to Playboi Carti. I just don't get it. Truly dumbfounded by his behavior. This man is like allergic to being successful. Like, he just doesn't want it. Never in my life have I seen somebody who's not quite a superstar act the way that he does. Like, if he was a worldwide superstar, then the stuff that he does and the way that he moves wouldn't matter as much. And I'd be like, you know what? He's a superstar. It doesn't matter. If he was Drake, if he was Kanye, if he was a Travis Scott, if he was one of those like top dogs and he was moving the way that he does, then like, yeah, I get it. He's already a top 5 to top 10 rapper in terms of popularity and notoriety. He's already made it. He's already a worldwide phenomenon, selling hundreds of thousands first week. Like, I get why he just kind of goes away for a little while, or why he's not super urgent in the way that he's, trying to drop albums or anything of the sort. But like, this just doesn't make sense because he's not there yet. He's not there yet. If he was, again, a Drake, a Kendrick, a Kanye, J. Cole, if he was that level of popularity and success, then I would be like, I get it. You're not going to always be on your grind when you've already won, right? You've already won. Now, Cardi's obviously won in life, but like, he's not at the level which he could be at. He's not at that level of a top main guy in rap. And he has everything in his toolbox to be so right now. Everything in order to be that next superstar, that next massive worldwide guy who can go on tour in different countries, sell out arenas in different countries, sell out arenas in the United States, maybe even do a stadium show if you promote it the right way and get it in the right city. Like, he has everything that he could possibly need to be one of those guys, but it's just like he refuses to take the next step. It's like it hurts to be successful. And at this point, I'm like, maybe he just doesn't want to be that big. But at the same time, I'm like, he clearly likes being a superstar. He likes this attention. He likes when he's the headliner of Rolling Loud. He likes when the fans are screaming his name and wanting to get his autograph and dying for his music. Like, he likes all that stuff. But it's just like, I just don't understand it. Now, recently, Cardi and Lotto finally dropped their song Blick Sum, and it just made zero sense to me. Now, it didn't make sense to me, not because like it's a weird combo, Cardi and Lotto, like Playboi Carti and Lotto, like that already is a weird combination, but that's not why this doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense because of how long it took for this song to drop. Because if you were there a few months ago, actually about 6 months ago now, when Lotto's album came out, Sugar Honey Iced Tea, this was one of the songs that was listed on the track list. Now, this song actually did come out just without Playboi Carti, but the song was originally listed on the track list with a Cardi feature in August of 2024. So people were super excited about this when it was time for the album to come out. People were hyped. Oh my gosh, this is really weird. Like, we didn't expect to see Playboi Carti on a Lotto song, but like, whatever, bro. It's new Carti. We're excited to hear it, right? So then the day of the album comes, and we're not quite, actually, no, the day before the day. It's hard to explain. You know how like the album comes out at midnight on Friday, but if you're on the West Coast, then technically it comes out at like 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock. So whatever you want to call that day before, hours before the album actually came out, the track list was dropped, of course, and everyone saw the Cardi song, but the song actually got leaked that morning. Blick Sum featuring Playboi Carti was leaked that morning of the album. And so people heard it and people were excited. I was one of those people. I was like, oh my gosh, this is hard. I didn't expect a Playboi Carti and Lotto song to be really good. I didn't even know what it would sound like, but this is hard. This is really good. And people were excited. It was building a whole bunch of hype. Everyone was talking about it. Lotto fans and Carti fans alike were digging this song. They were excited for it to come out and be officially released on the album. Then we get to the official release of the album, and Blick Sum's there, but Carti's not.
Weird, buddy. You're weird.
Now, us Cardi fans, we had been there before. We were just thinking this is, Cardi pulling his regular, mysterious Cardi move where a song gets announced with him and another artist, or, so-and-so's finally getting a Cardi feature. Oh my gosh, it's so exciting. Everyone's talking about it, building up hype. The artist starts promoting the song. Yeah, we got this Cardi feature. They start, posting stuff with Cardi, maybe even start typing like him on Twitter or posting like him on Instagram, whatever. The artist builds up hype for the new feature. Then somebody either leaks that song, leaks the feature, or the artist promotes the song, and then finally, when it's time for that song to officially come out after building up all this hype, it either doesn't or Cardi just doesn't clear his feature. And so we've been here before. This isn't anything new. And that's kind of what we all assumed Cardi was doing here on Latto's album. We assumed that this was just another, like aura farming moment for this man who's like pushing 30 years old to give fans something that they really would like, but just not officially for some reason. But the fact that the song has now been officially released makes this whole decision even more just irrational. It just makes no sense, because whenever Cardi does this with the whole feature thing, the song just typically never officially comes out and people just listen to the leak or the preview for the next 3 years. But with this song, the song did actually come out. So why wasn't it on the album? Like, what they did here was essentially kill any previous hype or momentum for this song dead. Just killed it absolutely dead. And then 6 months after the album comes out, they just kind of randomly throw this song out there. And the numbers kind of reflect that. Like, the song is sitting at third on the YouTube music trending page. It has like 1 million streams, 1.5 million streams on Spotify, and then it has like 1 million views on YouTube in a day. So these are good numbers. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not trying to sit up here and say the song has flopped, because it definitely has it. These are good numbers. But think of the numbers this song could have had when the album actually came out, when everyone was actually excited for it, when the whole album was being hyped up. Not just, Cardi and Lotto, but Lotto's album was getting hyped up. Think about what it would have been able to do back then. That probably would have been either the biggest song or one of the biggest songs on the album. And think of the label push that would have came with the song being on the album, because obviously, the label's going to be pushing Lotto at that time. Her album's about to come out. She's doing promo everywhere. Imagine what that push behind that song could have been with a label if it would have been dropped around the time of the album. Damn near might have been the lead single. But here we are again with Playboi Carti dragging his feet for only he knows why. I've done a rundown on his rollout so many times now at this point that I feel like I'm kind of going insane. Like, the absolute refusal to deliver music to his fans is just mind-boggling to me. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. And maybe I'm just not seeing the full picture here. Maybe Cardi's looking at this from a bird's eye view and he can really just see everything. And us measly peasants just don't get it. But the fact that he just has completely killed all his momentum from early in the year is insane. The hype that Cardi had, and I know I've talked about this in multiple videos, but the hype that he had in the early parts of 2024 with those songs that he unofficially released onto Instagram, 2024, Hood by Air, Evil Jordan, all those songs, Ketamine, all those songs that he dropped on Instagram, like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, I'm genuinely just trying to find the reasoning. Like, the man was saying 2024 music.
2024 music.
All the way from December of 2023 to December of 2024. And people just wanted the music so bad. That's all they wanted. They were dying for it. And he kept that hype from December of 2023 all the way to December of 2024 and just did nothing with it. All the hype that he built up from the features that he did this year, just did nothing with it. He kept the hype from December to December, even after the fact that he didn't really do much of anything after September. Like, after September, bro really didn't do anything. He just kind of let the hype go away. Like, all the hype that he had, he just kind of let it go to dust after September. And he was able to bring all that hype back by headlining Rolling Loud. He did his performance at Rolling Loud. All that hype he had from December, again, in 2023 up until like September, that he built up, that he worked to build up, was pretty much gone, and he brought it back with one performance. One performance. And he had everyone hype again, talking about the album. Oh my gosh, we're so excited. I Am Music. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so crazy. People were so happy. He even previewed some new music that was going to be on the album. Oh my gosh, I Am Music coming soon. We're hyped, guys. Oh my gosh, we're lit. And what did he do with this brand new hype? Nothing. Haven't you learned? Haven't you played the game enough times? He didn't do anything with it. We didn't get a cover art. We didn't get a release date. We got nothing. I feel like I'm just losing my mind at this point. And I know I've heard, and you've probably heard as well, that Playboi Carti is a perfectionist and that, like, he really likes his album to be 100% exactly how he wants it. And if it's not everything perfect in the way that he envisioned it in his mind, then he's not going to drop the album. And I get that. That makes perfect sense. But a 5-year gap in between albums when you've been an active rapper every year, of that 5-year gap is kind of crazy. Like, it's not like Cardi's been gone. Like, if he had been gone for like 3 or 4 years, we never heard of him, no features, no snippets, no nothing, and then he popped back up, and now, we're like a year from being 5 years in between his albums, then that would make sense, right? If he just started talking about new music in 2023 and we hadn't heard from him in 2020, 2021, 20, like, that would make sense. But he's been here the entire time. He's been an active rapper. And it's especially crazy when the album has been coming this entire time and its heaviest promotion happened in end of 2023, early 2024. Like, the album has been done or soon for so long at this point. And I understand that, it's art. And at the end of the day, we as fans have to understand that art takes time. We have to let art be art. It takes us however long it's supposed to take. Like, we get it, right? You can't rush art. That's the whole thing about the craft. You're not supposed to rush it. But you're not going to tell me it takes 5 years to make a Playboi Carti album. I'm sorry. I just don't know. I don't believe you. You're not going to tell me it takes 5 years to make a Playboi Carti album. And you're not going to tell me that it takes over a year to do like the final tweaks or to like finish it up or to like do the final revision. I just don't believe you. I'm sorry. Even if Cardi dropped I Am Music and it wasn't 100% perfect to his liking all the way and everything wasn't the way he wanted fully, like, this album would be a success. This album should be the thing that takes him from like a B plus in terms of like stardom in rap all the way up to an A, maybe even an A plus. Like, he should be damn near competing with like Travis Scott's numbers in terms of albums and streaming after this project. Now, I'm just talking about specifically like the album sales and the streaming. I'm not talking about bundles because Travis Scott does bundles better than damn near anybody in music that's not named Taylor Swift. Probably he does do bundles better than everybody not named Taylor Swift, but still, in terms of just the pure music numbers, Cardi should be pushing around that Travis Scott level of numbers. He just doesn't want to drop any music. Like, imagine if he took like the 5 or 6 songs or so that he dropped on Instagram that didn't even come out officially, the 3 like official songs that he released this year, and then maybe throw in like Blick Sum. That's like 10 songs right there that you could just throw together on an album. And that would probably be better than 95% of the albums that came out recently. And it would also be way more successful than most of those albums that came out. And it would be capitalizing off of all the hype that he's built up for himself over the last 5 years. And it would be cashing in the check finally, instead of just having this check that's not cashed in of potential. Oh, well, look at this potential check. Look at it. You see it? I have so much potential. He would finally be cashing that in terms of his stardom. The album with the biggest rollout in 2024 was I Am Music, and it didn't even come out. That's not an exaggeration. It wasn't the biggest album of 2024, right? That would be Chromacopia, that would be GNX, but the album with the biggest rollout in rap in 2024 was I Am Music, and it didn't even get dropped. It didn't even get dropped. At this point, I damn near want to call Cardi ungrateful, because people would kill to have the hype that he has right now. Like, people would literally kill and die for the position that Cardi is in right now in terms of his career. Just being this close to just popping the switch and just blowing everything out of the water, just being that top of the line superstar rap. People would kill for the hype he has right now. Imagine if Lil Baby could get a piece of the hype Cardi has right now. Lil Baby's been getting fried all over the internet for the last 2 years or so. A lot of the times, unfairly, he would kill to have the hype and love that Cardi has right now. Imagine Polo G. Polo G would kill to have the hype that Cardi has right now. DaBaby would kill to have the hype that Cardi has right now. Imagine all the starving artists who are hungry, who just want a chance to be like a huge star and want to cash. They would kill. All they would do is work and just be like, listen, we're putting this album out. We got to get it out. People want it. I'm close to being a star. They love me. I got to give them what they want. And it's like, this dude damn near don't even care. It's like Cardi's like, he just don't care, bro. That's really what it is. He just don't care. Now, of course, Cardi built all this hype up on his own, so it's not like anyone else did it for him, but it's just so crazy, bro. Like, we're over a year into the final stages of a rollout. We've been in the final stages of a rollout for over a year now at this point. That's insane. And we still don't even have a release date, let alone an album cover or a track list. We don't even have a release date. It'd be one thing if there was like multiple release dates that kept getting pushed back. At least I could see like, okay, there was a deadline in mind. We haven't even gotten a release date. The man gave himself a year's window to drop the album and didn't do it. 2024 music was the whole thing. That was the saying, 2024 music. He gave himself a year's window starting in December of 2023. And still didn't like. It's like he's like the guy who says he wants to lose 50 pounds as his New Year's resolution, and you're like, oh, when do you want to lose it by? Just sometime in the year. Like, yeah, bro, you're not gonna do that. Like you're not gonna do that. Stop it, bro. That's basically what Cardi did here. Like, you're not gonna do it, bro. Stop it. He literally just has to hate the fact that he's gonna win. Like, it must bother him. It must make him itch. And it must keep him up at night that he's going to be successful, and he just hates it so much because it makes no sense. The opportunity that's in front of Playboi Carti right now is insane. Like, in the music industry, quite literally, and I mean literally, to die for. Some people would literally die for this opportunity. But he's just like, hey. Like, at this point, he has to be like damn near sabotaging his own career. Like, he has to be doing this on purpose or something, because no sane person in his situation would behave like this. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. He's either ungodly amounts of lazy, or just like he's playing some sort of like 5D chess, not 4D, 5D chess that I don't understand yet. And maybe in 10 years when I'm a little older, I'll get it. Because at this point, I'm just lost. I just don't understand. I just don't understand. It's like I have to change like major age groups in order to get a new Cardi album. Like the last album, I was like a teenager in high school, or was I don't even know. No, I wasn't. I don't even know. But the last album, I was a teenager, right? Now I'm a young adult. The next time he drops an album, I'm gonna be like 35 years old with like 3 kids. And then after that, the next, like, I'm gonna be a grandpa. Like, it's just insane. But regardless, if you made it this far, I greatly appreciate you. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all those things. I want to hear what you guys got to say about this comment or this topic down below. I go by the name of Pay. Peace.